Sorry about that, guys. I got cut off. Let's see. So this is evaluating like you've been doing for anything else. You're just going to plug in the value of 4 here. So f of 4 is going to be equal to 3 to the 4th. That's just going to be work on the calculator. That's going to be f of 4 equals. And to type this, it would be 3 power button 4 equals. 3 power button 4 equals. That should give you 81. Same thing on this next one. So it's going to be h of b, but in this case, b is going to be replaced by the -2, which makes it 10 times 5 to the -2 power. Guys, this is just calculator work. You're just plugging it in and typing it in the calculator. This would be 10 times 5 to the -2. So type 10 times 5 power button 2 negative equals. I'll say it again. 10 times 5 power button 2 negative equals. Now it's going to give you a decimal. And most of these are going to be given in fraction answer. So to get that to turn into a fraction, you do second and that arrow at the very bottom, and it turn it into 2 over 5. Again, to turn it from your answer that you get when the calculator is going to give you 0.4 when you solve it. To turn it into a fraction, be second and then the arrow at the bottom. Okay, next one. So these are the ones that are going to be the word problems that you have to deal with, but they're just going to be exactly what we've been doing with everything else. They even give you the problem right here. So let's try to set it up. It says an investment of $500 in a certain money market account triples, that's where the 3 comes from, every 6 years. This is important, every 6 years. The function that models that growth is this, so we're going to write it f of x equals 500 times 3 to the x, where x is the number of times your money will triple. That's how many times it'll triple. If an investor does not withdraw his money from this account, how much will be available after 24 years? Now here's the tricky part. 24 is not your x because it doesn't triple every year. It only triples every 6 years. So the first thing we have to do is take that 24 years and divide it by the 6 years that it takes it to triple. That means it will actually triple a total of 4 times, which means we're plugging in 4 for the x, which would make it 500 times 3 to the 4th, because it's going to triple 4 times over 24 years. Type that in on the calculator. That would be 500 times 3 power button 4 equals. It's going to give you 40,500. And since this is in terms of money, it's going to be $40,500. $40,500. Okay, so the last thing we're going to be dealing with is going to be to evaluate a function with a certain domain. All that means, guys, is that you're going to use these for your x and you're going to set up a table. You've done tables before. This is not new for you. So it's just going to be a table. So x is going to go over here. The x's we're picking are -1, 0, and 1. We didn't pick them. They picked them for us right here. It told us what the domain had to be. We're going to plug it in to 2 to the x, and we're going to get out of this our y, which is really our f of x. Remember, those are the same thing. So this is going to be 2 to the -1, 2 to the 0, and 2 to the 1. Well, 2 to the -1, if you type that in on the calculator, 2 power button 1 negative equals is going to give you 0.5. 2 to the 0 is going to be 1, and then 2 to the 1 is going to be 2. Now the thing it asks you is that the values in the range, do they increase or decrease? From 0.5 up to 1 up to 2 means that they are going to increase. in this problem. Then you're going to do the same thing over here. You're going to set up a table. It's going to have the m's over here. It's an m, guys. It's what's on the inside. And it's going to have 3 times 0.4 to the m. And then over here is going to be your g of m. Okay, it's your y. If you want to call it y. So we have to plug in -1, 0, 1 for our domain. Remember, domain is always the thing you plug in. Range is what you get as an answer, so let's plug it in. 3 times 0.4 to the -1, 3 times 0.4 to the 0, and 3 times 0.4 to the 1. To type this, it would be 3 times 0.4 power button 1 negative equals. That should give you 7.5. The next one gives you 3, and the last one gives you 1.2. Which, as you can see, means that they go down in value or decrease. Okay, guys, get your worksheet done. Talk to you next time.